Greetings, people of the internet. It is I, that Canadian fangirl. Time for another week of hot takes. Although, not hot takes. Let's get to it. This week, X-Men. I want to talk about the X-Men. Why? Couple of reasons. Mainly, I started watching the X-Men. I really like them. I watched X-Men 97 earlier this year. Got really into it. So I decided, oh, what the hell, I'm gonna finally sit down and watch all the X-Men movies, watch the original cartoon, and I'm an X-Men fan. I freaking love the X-Men. They are awesome characters. I love the X-Men. I should preface it first off, I'm not a comic reader, though I've never read an X-Men comic. So, I can't speak of, how comic I can't talk of, the comic portrayals of these characters, but in terms of the animated cartoon and the movies, I really like these characters. I think they're really fun. Oh, like I finally got around to watching the animated series, because the animated series was a bit before my time, because the animated series was 92. It's like, so by the time I was actually watching TV, it was like off the air, so I never watched X-Men the animated series, but it's a really good show. Like, the characters are so interesting and in depth, and there's this great dynamic to the characters about, the issues they're facing and everything. So, when X-Men 97 came out earlier this year, I figured, what the hell? I'll watch X-Men 97. Everyone was hyping it up. Man, X-Men 97 is probably the best thing to come out of Marvel in a long time. It's such a good cartoon. Oh my god, this is what we need more of. We need more of X-Men 97, because, the emotional journey that series went on was so good. And I was thinking, after that, I realized I've never watched the X-Men movie, so I spent the last week, watching every single X-Men movie. It's not a lot, there's like 9 of them. And, oh boy. The cartoons are definitely better, but there is a charm to X-Men. That first X-Men movie it's fun. It's a decent little movie that brings in kind of this wacky, comic book, energy without going full comic book, because it was 2000 and no one was going to take X-Men seriously in live action, so they toned it down to make it more realistic, which I think works. So I liked the first X-Men. I thought it was fun. X2, outside of the fact that I think it was too long, it's like, my god, that film's 2 hours? It's like, that film was 2003. Why was it 2 hours? It's like, but it's fun. I like X2. I liked Last Stand, X-Men 3. I thought that was a really fun movie. There was some great action beats in X-Men Last Stand. It's like, holy, that was great. X-Men Origins Wolverine, I know everyone's opinion on that film. I went in going like, okay, it can't be that bad. I'm gonna go in, without people, I'm gonna go in completely. I'm gonna go in and, not influenced by anything. From my own opinion. Halfway through that movie, it's like, no, people are right. This movie sucks. Yeah, like, I usually pretty positive opposing, but it's like, now people are X-Men Origins Wolverine, it's like, it's a bad movie, it's like, it's a good cast, that film's cast well. The cast couldn't save it, that film was a mess. That being said, X-Men First Class was really fun. I liked the fact that they decided, we're gonna go back to the 60s and show the origin and, the friendship and eventual fallout of Xavier and Magneto, which was really interesting, and holy shit, that film was cast so well. It's like, First Class is an amazing little film. Days of Future Past is immensely fun. Like, there's some really good action, and it's a great way to tie in all these movies. Apocalypse was kind of meh. It's like, yeah, there's some cool bits. I like a lot. I actually like Apocalypse a lot, but yeah, it exists. Doug Phoenix. I don't. Doug Phoenix is not a bad film. I blame a lot of Doug Phoenix on the fact that clearly, by this point, Fox was done. Fox. By the time Doug Phoenix came out, Disney bought Fox. It's like, okay, Fox, you're done. Just let's title these X-Men movies. Let's let the MCU take them, please. And then we had to get New Mutants with. If that film wasn't in production hell, I get what they were going for with that. That film's horrendous schedule, I think, killed what they were trying to do with that movie. And then you have the other two Wolverine films with The Wolverine with Wolverine. Not get that. Logan, on the other hand, I watched for the first time to prep for the Deadpool and Wolverine. Logan is an amazing film. Holy shit, Logan is a good film. It's like, I don't know. It's like, I totally get what people say when people talk about Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is an amazing Wolverine. That dude, oh my god, he brings so much interesting complexity to Wolverine, and Logan is like some of his, okay. Before Deadpool and Wolverine this summer, Logan is probably the peak for Wolverine's character, and it was so well done. I mean, if you want to count the Deadpool with and the Deadpool movie with X-Men adjacent because Deadpool technically is in that community, and Deadpool is really its own thing, but at the end, Deadpool is just fun. Good God, I love the fact that Ryan Reynolds, took the time to give us a comic act like Deadpool after the tragedy that was Origins Wolverine. How dare you do that to Deadpool X-Men Origins Wolverine? No! I totally agree. It's like, Deadpool is like one of the coolest characters ever. He's the mug with the mouth. He is why so his mouth shut? Why would you show Deadpool's mouth shut? He's the quip guy. He is supposed to be a funny character. That's the point. And by God, the fact that Ryan Reynolds, went out there and gave it a comic act with Deadpool, unrated, and it was as good as it was. It's like, round of applause. Woo! Deadpool was awesome. I don't even count Deadpool as I get it's X-Men and J thing, because like there's no mutants in it, but I think the thing I know, particularly with the X-Men movies, and it's really interesting. They kept the same spirit and tone to these movies, all the way through these 9 films, with the other movie, the Deadpool and the Wolverine film, but like the first X-Men came out in 2000, where they had to downplay a lot of the whimsical comic book stuff to make it more realistic. They kept that tone throughout all these films. This okay, make it more real, as it really makes sense, but I think I know this. X-Men Origins Wolverine came out in 2009. By that point, the MCU was getting started because Iron Man was out, Dark Knight was out, comic movies were going for this more fantastical outlook. And then First Class comes out in, 2011? With, I think Avengers came out the exact same year. It's like, okay, they're trying to do that, but they're also still trying to keep this realistic tone to the X-Men, because they're trying to keep it, on the, more, realistic, actual movie, kind of thing, where people, so that you can, like, take it seriously. But it's like, in a year when I think Amazing Spider-Man came out, the Avengers came out, and comic movies are able to embrace the fact that they're really wacky, X-Men with this, let's keep it really subdued. It's like, have you seen the X-Men? It's colorful and interesting. It's like, why? I think that's one of the problems with Doug Phoenix, because 2019 it came out, did it come out the same month as Endgame? And I know Marvel had a shit ton of the Doug Phoenix guys, because the plot to Doug Phoenix was getting eerily similar to Captain Marvel, which you can tell, because I'm pretty sure I think it was all confirmed that they were going to be Skrulls. And Marvel was like, no, you can't use Skrulls, because Captain Marvel was using Skrulls, so they had to change the villain so there's something else. But it's like, okay, they're shape-shifting aliens. They were obviously supposed to be Skrulls. But, like, you take that out of it, and you take the fact that that film clearly had to go through reshoots because of that. Doug Phoenix probably the first time the X-Men movie went to space, and they introduced kind of an alien threat. Like, the other X-Men movies kept it mainly on Earth, and the focus was more on humans, / mutants. And, yeah, the Marvel universe, they're all aliens in it. Not the X-Men universe, so not Deadpool. Doug Phoenix is like, we're gonna go to space and bring an alien. It's like, I think that's way too late for that. If you're gonna bring an alien, I wanna run around like 5, maybe 3 movies before that when you was booting it up. But it's like, now? I mean, hopefully, whatever the MCU has planned for the X-Men, they do it right. I said this about the X-Men for the MCU, and I think it'll be really cool, because clearly X-Men 97 is going to be its own thing, because it's animated. For the MCU, and I doubt it's going to be, they're going to bring that into the MCU, because it's completely different. To bring the X-Men into the MCU, how about an X-Men series? They do like 40-minute episodes focusing on one mutant. And you do like 13-something episode, and you focus on like Charles Xavier for the first episode, and you basically, establish who he is. Next episode, maybe you bring in Magneto. Then Cyclops, Jean Grey, Logan, Storm, Rogue, Gambit. And then, maybe by the end, you have them form the X-Men. And then you can bring in, other mutants and like later season. Like, that would be an interesting way to basically bring mutants into the MCU. Which they still haven't done. I don't get it. Disney has owned Fox for 5+ years. And the MCU still hasn't touched mutants. And if we're not talking about the ending of Miss Marvel, well, it's like, okay, if Kamal's gonna be a mutant, cool. We'll see where that goes. Honestly, I have no idea where taking Miss Marvel, but it's like, okay, if Miss Marvel is gonna be a mutant now, and cool. I have no idea what the teasing of the Marvels was. It's like, yeah, the Marvels had that post-credit scene where they brought in X-Men. I have no. That looks like gonna be a multiverse thing, so who knows? Like, other than that, I guess Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, because you had Xavier in there, with look cool, but like that was just an Easter egg. Like there's no way, because they're gonna recast. Which I say this: the X-Men movies were amazingly cast. I think they got some really good actors in these movies. Again, Hugh Jackman is an amazing Wolverine. I don't know if he's going to be Wolverine going forward. Probably not, if I had to guess. Cause, okay, spoilers are okay for Deadpool and Wolverine because it's been a couple weeks. Deadpool doesn't join the MCU. That's the whole point of Deadpool and Wolverine. So, if they are in their own universe, I could see if they're gonna go back to Deadpool again, keeping Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman as Deadpool and Wolverine in that continuity, and they continue their adventures because that's technically looks like it's gonna be set from the MCU, or they're just gonna end up with that. I don't know. Okay, but Hugh Jackman is a really good Wolverine, so it's like, it's gonna be really hard to have another actor come in there to be Wolverine. It's like, it's just be so hard because we're so used to Jackman. It's like, I mean, so good. Except for an Origin Wolverine, but it's like, he's an amazing actor. He could on a stage Origins. But so that's gonna be tough. They got two I love the fact that they have two amazing actors for both Xavier and Magneto. Like, Patrick Stewart as Xavier was great casting. I think he did a great job. James McAvoy in First Class. Oh my god, McAvoy is a good actor. He is so good as Xavier. It's like, I am sad. I mean, they weren't going to keep him anyway, but again, he is so good. That being said, Mega Fassbender as Magneto in those movies, oh my god, that dude is amazing. It's like, I would love to see him come back in Magneto, because he is so good. It's like, no shade on Ian McKellen, who was great in the first three movies, and I do like Patrick Stewart and Ian McKellen's dynamic. They're great. McAvoy and Fassbender in the other three movies is an amazing, casting. It's like, no, these are two young Xavier. This is a young Xavier and a young Magneto, and you buy it, and you buy their chemistry. Oh my god, I love the two of them together. So, and that's gonna be so hard. Like, they cast those roles so good in the movies. I don't envy the MCU guys about having to cast the mutants, because there were some good actors. But like, great actors, great characters. I freaking love the characters of X-Men. Xavier, Magneto, Jean Grey. I think my favorite character so far, I really love Storm. I think Storm is really fun. Rogue is growing on me. I freaking love Rogue in the cartoons. Rogue is so fun. I'll be perfectly honest, I really like Cyclops. I'm the type of person who really likes those types of characters, and Cyclops is really interesting. Cyclops would play the most interesting character in X-Men 97. love what they did with Cyclops, and I like what they do with him in the animated series in '97, not in the movies. What a waste of James Marsden. I like Cyclops and Apocalypse. I thought he was good. I like Cyclops and Apocalypse. I like Cyclops. I think I'm a Gambit fan. I freaking love Gambit. Oh my god, I love Gambit. And X-Men orders Lord Gambit. Why? Gambit is so awesome. Why would you do that to Gambit? He is badass. Remy LeBeau is so cool. And Gambit got the best moment in '97. What was it, episode 5? The name is Gambit. Remember it. Gambit, my boy. I love Gambit. Also, we got to see Channing Tatum and Gambit and Deadpool and Wolverine, which is fun. It's like, Gambit! I love my Gambit. But, yeah. The cartoons are great. They look amazing. X-Men, even in X-Men '97, oh my god, the animation X-Men '97 looks so good. It's like, they're trying so hard to emulate the style of the original while also updating it to a more modern look, and it looks so good. The original, oh my god, holds up. The animation, that original cartoon holds up so well. And again, the X-Men are just awesome. I want to see more mutants. I want more X-Men. The X-Men are so cool. Get them in the MCU. Although I will say this, because I think people were complaining about this in X-Men '97 about the X-Men going woke. The X-Men have always been woke. It's like, fuck other people. The whole point of the X-Men was the fact that they were a marginalized race of people who are discriminated against because of who they are. It's always been woke. The X-Men have always been about this larger allegory for race, sexual orientation, allegory for the marginalized. It's always been about people, not liking mutants because of who they are, when it's like, this is who I am. It's like, if you're not gonna... It's like, which is probably why I think a lot of people like them, because they're so cool, because they take what makes them different and they own it. And it's so nice with why X-Men '97 was so good, because they totally own that scene. So, anyone's thinking like, oh, they've been woke. It's like, no, it's always been woke. If you're complaining about that shit, go... You're cool. If you're complaining about that shit, it's like, dude, go watch the past X-Men stuff. It's always been about that. It's like that one meme. It's like, it's always been woke? Wait, it's been woke? Oh, it has been. Yeah, it's not a meme. It's the guy pointing the gun. It's like, it always has been. It's always been woke. It's always been woke. It's a legendary in the stage, isn't it? Oh, shit. Oh. How do I feel the fact that America could totally, fuck us? America, I don't care about... It's like, whatever you do, America, that's making it easy for Canada. It's like... You're not gonna make it easy for Canada if you get... Ugh. I don't want to get political, so I'll end it there, but... I know I am curious about the future of the X-Men. I hope there's a season 2 of X-Men '97 in the works, because I would love to see that. And after the box office success of Deadpool and Wolverine this summer, I definitely think Marvel is going to see the appeal of the X-Men. I mean, I don't know how much, because Deadpool and Wolverine was not so much about the MCU, it was more about saying about Fox's legacy, which is a whole other kettle of fish, but it's like, you know what, Fox? you had a good run. You were wholly misguided with your superhero movies. By God, rest in peace. You're like, you're done. You're done, Fox. After Doug Phoenix and New Mutants, like, yeah, Fox is done. And you want to the pandemic? It's like, God no, because the New Mutant was like greenlit in like 2015. It was in development hell like what, 5 years? How long was that film in development hell? Where it was constantly rewritten and reshot, and it's like, and finally after Disney by Fox like get it out there, dropped it in 2020 in like August. It's like, and I saw that in theaters because I was curious, but it's like, I mean, I'm not against taking the X-Men to a whole scenario, because it's like, it kind of works, but it's like, I'd be curious if, what we got with New Mutants was always planned. I doubt it. Why they have to tie it into Logan, I don't know. That is after the timeline. But I guess at the end of the day, I am now a hardcore X-Men fan. I am gonna be sitting there waiting and salivating at this the thought of more mutants, more X-Men 97, more chances to see these people. Can't wait to see X-Men Deadpool and Wolverine on Disney Plus in like this month. It's like, I am salivating at the bit to get back into the animated series. I am in the end of season 2 of X-Men the animated series, and oh my god, season 2 has been so good. There's so many good character bits. I want to get back and finish more X-Men animated series, and then probably rewatch 97 again, because it was that good. And then, I don't know, maybe I'll watch some movies again. Maybe First Class. Maybe Days of Future Past. Not Wolverine, not Origin Wolverine. The Wolverine. That's the end it up, because the one thing I know about the Wolverine, that could easily not be an X-Men movie. It's set in a completely different location. It's in Tokyo. If you removed any reference to mutants in that film, like adamantium, or like, and you just made it like some huge action movie where it's like some generic action film, it would be the exact same plot. The take the mutants out of that film is like, yeah, it's a generic action film set in Tokyo. Like, nothing in that film really, is X-Men. Other than the fact that it's still Wolverine, and they drop a few references to the loaded continuity, so it's like, yeah, they didn't have to make the Wolverine film. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Thanks for listening to me ramble about the X-Men for 30 minutes. This was a lot of fun. Remember to comment in the description down below. Leave a comment to help the algorithm recommend more people view this on Spotify. Click the link on my socials down below, down in the description to follow me on all my socials. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe to this podcast to help boost the algorithm's numbers. Remember, no gatekeeping. We don't gatekeep this community. If you like something, you're a fan of it, don't let other people tell you otherwise. And remember, when people ask what fangirl do you listen to, it is That Canadian Fangirl. Which Canadian Fangirl? That Canadian Fangirl. Alright. Later, peoples! X-Men! Na 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 na. Na 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 na.